Yo, what is good, guys? It's GM Jidal. Today we're rebuilding the Portland Trailblazers, where the season left off 29-37. The Trailblazers are in a really tough spot to rebuild. I'm gonna be completely honest. I failed at this team last year, and just look at the salary cap table. Damian Lillard has a $50 million contract, and this thing actually goes further than you might think. It actually goes up to $54 million in the year 2024. CJ's contract, it's not as big as Dame's, but it's also way overpaying a guy who's only 86 overall. Obviously, in real life, overall isn't a real thing. It's not how you measure players, but you get what I'm saying. This is a 2K rebuild. The team's in a weird spot. What I'm gonna do right now is get playing time for the young guns to finish out the year. Hopefully this will help me tank a little bit, get a higher draft pick. So Nasir, you are now a starter. And for Simons, we want to get him some playing time as well. So I'm gonna make him our backup ahead of Rodney Hood. Give him all those minutes, because yeah, I want to develop these young guys right now, see where they can be. So let's finish out the season. We're not gonna make the playoffs. Hopefully we do pretty bad here. We lose to Memphis. Awesome. So I'll see you guys in the offseason. And the Clippers have won the NBA Finals. All right, so the draft lottery is ahead of us. I imagine we're going to end up with the 14th pick. That's where we're projected. That's where we end up. The kind of player I think this team really needs is like a rim rolling center. I'm envisioning like a DeAndre Jordan on the Clippers type of center being perfect for this team. Nurkic, more of a low post type of guy. Obviously, they run some pick and roll with him and Nurk, but I want like an ultra athletic, dynamic lob threat to play alongside Dame. Whiteside, I'm not the biggest Whiteside guy. Clearing a lot of these cap holds that I don't think are going to go anywhere for this team. All right, so we're going to the NBA draft. We have the 14th pick. We know some of the big men like to fall here, like a Weissman. And Obi Toppin, Weissman, and Stewart are all options here. I like Stewart for this team for the reasons I said. I want that dynamic roll into the rim center. Obviously, he's a lot shorter than I like, only 6'8" listed height. But we're gonna snag him. And our lovely computer assistant drafted Philemon in the second round. All right, so with our team player option, these guys declined. Awesome. I didn't want you to come to the team anyway. Qualifying offer. Nah. All right, so I'm gonna trade Nurkic for Porter Jr. straight up. This trade is perfect for us. Porter has a team option next year. This is an amazing trade. Great value for us. We have our small forward of the future already. All right, so right now for next season, we're slated to have $36 million in cap room. That's the Giannis free agency year. We're gonna have to re-sign Gary Trent that year, but for now, I kind of like the team. So anyone I bring in is going to be on that 1-year contract. So I have $17 million in cap space. I might be able to bring in someone decent for this one season. So I'm signing JaVale to a 1-year, $10 million deal, and we're going to player progression. We're keeping our cap space open for next season. So CJ got worse. We really don't like to see that with how much money we owe him. We cannot afford for him to be getting worse. But honestly, team is looking up. I think, not a lot of green, not a lot of red, just a lot of neutral. So maybe we're due for another 8th seed. I have a feeling we'll be a little bit better this year now that I got control of the team for the whole season. All right, with my first training camp, I'm going to send it Isaiah Stewart, our young draft pick, to untapped potential. Next, we're going to go Michael Porter Jr., untapped potential. And finally, this is going to sound weird, but CJ McCollum, I'm actually really going to try to do this rebuild, keeping Dame and CJ together. I feel like the easiest path would be, trading CJ and his bloated contract. But if we can make it work with Dame and CJ, that would be an accomplishment. So that's why I'm going to send it to CJ, try to hold off this decline apparently he's on. And, maybe even he'll get better. I don't know. All right, so here in our first full year, we got Dame, CJ, MPJ, Nasir Little, Isaiah Stewart, Gary Trent, JaVale McGee, Zach Collins, and Anthony Simons. The bench is kind of I mean, we got Gary and JaVale are pretty good. Zach Collins has shown a little bit of promise in real life. And Anthony Simons, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he have a hot streak? Was it last year or 2 years ago? I think it was his rookie year. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not remembering right. But, he's only 72. I don't have to keep him. I don't have to bring him back if he doesn't play well. So this is the team we're going to roll with right now. See how we are? I'll probably go to the trade deadline, but I don't anticipate making any real trades. Trade deadline, we're 18 and 33, which honestly, because we have our own pick, I'm actually kind of happy about. I didn't think we were a championship team yet. One more really solid draft pick. I think we're poised to have an amazing next season, so I'm actually kind of happy we're not doing so great. Porter won't resign, but we got a team option on him, so that sucks, buddy. Gary Trent, a lot of these guys don't want to resign, and a lot of them I don't want to resign, so that's fine. Y'all won't be a part of our championship team. We don't need you. All right, Giannis, maybe a future Trailblazer if everything goes right. MVP, we went 29-53. We are fine sitting at the playoffs one more. I mean, I'm sure Dame and CJ were not fine with that decision, but as a GM with nothing to lose, look, I've already failed rebuilding this team once. I can fail again. So the Mavericks win the championship. Milwaukee didn't make the finals. That's good. That's good for us, ladies and gentlemen. Draft lottery odds have determined we have the 5th best odds. We end up with the 6th pick, so we drop a little bit. That's fine. Top 6 is still pretty good. Gonna bring on Mike D'Antoni because I think he deserves to win a championship. He rejected us. All right, Otis Newman, you're the guy. D'Antoni, you could have won a chip with us, bro. You were our first choice. We are clearing a lot of cap holds ahead of this draft. Anthony Simons, he's only a 74. I'm gonna have to do it, man. I'm gonna have to do it. It's just what's gonna have to happen. So the NBA draft, we got the 6th pick, which means we actually have to pay this player a decent salary, which is not really good. Evan Mobley, a center. So I'm gonna take McCurr. According to our NBA player comparisons, I don't know how much to trust that. He has the highest ceiling, so we're gonna grab him, you know? Why not? So a bad draft pick, a very bad draft pick, in fact, at the moment, but we don't know how he'll develop. So we are gonna sign him and the guy we drafted last year in the 2nd round. We're going to accept the team option on MPJ and Nasir Little. So we have $20 million in cap space. A lot of that money is going to CJ McCollum. Guys, let's face it. I'm able to trade CJ and Isaiah Stewart and get SGA. The only reason I really don't want to do this trade is I trade for SGA in what feels like every other rebuild. But guys, the cap space. You got to risk it to get the biscuit, if you know what I'm saying. We got $46 million in cap space. We got enough to make a run at Giannis. Giannis would fit perfectly next to Dame. We're going to offer Giannis the contract, and we're going to offer Leonard the contract too. And I'm about to advance, and hope to God I sign one of them. Giannis! Giannis agrees to come back, baby. Oh, yeah. And we are going to match this Gary Trent. We need all the help we can get if Giannis is eating up that cap. All of a sudden, we got Giannis, Dame, SGA. We got MPJ. Now we just need a center. We really don't have a center. We got our 2 young bloods. That ain't enough. We could grab JaVale again. This time we'll bring him back on a bigger deal. We'll tell him, look, JaVale, last year, our bad. You should have had the starting spot. You're going to have it this year. Bam, JaVale is back. So we got Giannis, Dame, SGA, MPJ, Gary Trent. So the bench needs to be built up. We need a better starting center. Hopefully we can use our young assets like McCurr, leverage that, trade, you know, the young players, get some old vets in here, and let's make a title, man. Let's bring something to Portland. We got a great duo with Giannis and Lillard. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that. They complement each other perfectly on the court. First training camp, we're going to send Nasir Little to untapped potential, get this man better. Next, we're going to do another untapped potential to SGA, get him as good as he can be. And finally, you know what? We're just going to make Giannis even stronger. We're going to make this man an absolute monster. So we definitely need to fill out, you know, the bench and some depth here. So I'm going to see what kind of trades we can maybe make. All right, the New York Knicks have decided to New York Knicks and give us Mitchell Robinson, but this honestly isn't really the worst Knicks trade. I mean, they're getting 2 good young centers. I mean, this guy maybe won't, but McCurr, and they're getting a 1st round pick. All right, Knicks. I don't know about that one yet, but I'm gladly taking it. We got Dame, SGA, MPJ, Giannis, Mitchell Robinson, Biyombo, Gary Trent, Nasir, Whitney, and JaVale. I'm going to start JaVale over Biyombo. I know that Biyombo's higher rated. I don't really care. JaVale's loyal. We're going to keep him around. Yeah, we're probably going to trade Biyombo at the trade deadline. Honestly, I think we should run teams over. Let's see how fast it takes for the team to gel. I don't know when I'll be able to trade Biyombo. I'm going to guess by the trade deadline. So we're going to go to the trade deadline. See y'all then. All All right, we were 41-10 at the trade deadline. The team is killing it. All right, we're winning our average game by 19 points. We are murdering guys. I don't think anyone could hang with us in either conference, but I don't think the team is, in its full form yet. Let's see what kind of trades we can make. Well, first off, actually, let's see if a lot of the young guys we brought on, they don't want to come back, unfortunately. I don't know how we're going to even afford them. We kind of really have to win this year. We're going to bring on Nerlens Noel just to bolster the team. All right, we're going to trade Bismack Biyombo for Isaiah Mobley to the Heat. We don't really need Bismack that much, to be honest. Did the game just freeze? Okay! You know what? I'm not going to change anything. The game crashed when I did. I like the team we have. I'm sure we can find a way to win with this team. So I'm just going to go to the end of the season. You know what? If the game doesn't want me to trade Bismack Biyombo, I won't trade him. We're going all in. This is literally an all or nothing season. I mean, not really, though, because we're always going to have Dame and Giannis. We're always going to be able to kind of tinker around them, but kind of have to win it this year. And the MVP goes to our guy, Giannis. Had a great season for us. We love to see that. We had the coach of the year, Dame, with the All-NBA third team. How did Dame do? Dame had a great season, 30 points per game. He had more points per game than Giannis. All right, they just play off of each other so well. And the 8th seeded Suns are our opponents. Why? Why? Hopefully this isn't much of a series. I gotta simcast it. I gotta show the 8th-seeded Suns the respect they deserve after all the misery and torment they've caused me over the years. Look, they actually beat us in 2 of the 4 quarters. It's not like this team doesn't deserve all the respect I give them. Look at that. They're beating us in our home court. And we just had one of the most dominant NBA seasons ever. Like, what was our final point differential? 18.3. I think that would literally be the greatest point differential of all time. Simulate game. All right, well, we won that one. Now the simulate game option is gone. 2K, why does it show up sometimes but not other times? It makes no sense. All right, well, we clean sweep the Suns. Thank God. Going against the Dallas Mavericks now. All right, I'm actually less scared of this Mavericks team. I think we're gonna beat them. We got Giannis, we got Dame. We won game 1, but narrowly, okay? That was a narrow victory. Tip, give more minutes to Giannis. Who would have thought? You know what? Giannis doesn't even need to play that many minutes. We're doing just fine without Giannis having to play the whole goddamn game, okay? When we are down in a series, we will play Giannis. Right now, we're 7-0. We're going for that 16-0. And there we go. We're halfway to 16-0. Going against the Warriors, who just came back from a 3-1. All right, game 1 of this series. We actually do have a real chance to go 16-0, which is kind of crazy. Here we go. We win game 1. This Warriors team, look, man, I mean, they got Steph and Clay, but they don't have an answer for Giannis. I didn't even see Draymond in their lineup. Not that I think Draymond would have really mattered there, because the Bucks low-key gave Warriors problems even during the Warriors' crazy run, but in the regular season at least, I don't know how much y'all want to read into regular season, but, maybe there's something telling about it, and we completely cruised through the Western Conference unscathed, undefeated. And now we got the Boston Celtics, the final team. If we could 4-0 this team, this would be the best rebuild we've ever done. Honestly, this team is so good with Giannis and Lillard. Like, that probably is the best 2-man unit we've ever built on the rebuild series. I don't know if we're going to sweep this team, but honestly, I'd be shocked if we don't win in at least 5 games. Game 1 goes to us in a blowout. Game 2 also in Portland. Another blowout in Portland. Here we go. Game 3. They're putting up a fight. All right, Celtics, nice. We win by 20. And if we win this game, we'll have swept the entire NBA playoffs. And we do! Our first 16-0 playoffs. Let's get it. Is this the best team we've built? I mean, we had a 69-win season. We had the MVP. We go foe. And honestly, I gotta say, the playoff team stats, our point differential in the playoffs was 23 points per game. Our average game ended 130 to 107. I don't even think, our average game was a complete blowout. We absolutely dominated in the playoffs. Dame and Giannis just went off. Giannis shot 60% in the playoff. This team was amazing. Honestly, I could try to run it back, guys, but I know I'm not going to be able to re-sign everybody. I don't want to taint the perfect feeling I have right now. We rebuilt the Portland Trailblazers. We got Dame his ring. We got Giannis his ring. We built what would have been the greatest team in NBA history along the way, which is pretty cool. Didn't see that coming. If you enjoyed this rebuild, smash a like. Subscribe for more rebuilds if you haven't. If you watched this far into the video and you're not subscribed, come on, bro. What are you doing? Hope y'all have a great day. Peace.